play crap that nobody else plays. 89.7. The Sound Alternative.
What is thy bidding, my master?
Listen to KRUI, Iowa City.
Yes, my master.
Okay, I couldn't get the music to stop in a normal way, so this is my awkward beginning to the show. You're listening to KRUI 89.7 FM on the radio, krui.fm to stream online. The show is called iHearIC. I'm the host. My name is Justin Comer. iHearIC is a monthly concert series and weekly radio show featuring local artists of all sorts of performance disciplines, all kinds of stuff, all sort of creative endeavors. And this is our 20th episode, so I'm celebrating by bringing in a lot of people. I'm going to go through... Okay. My mic is the only one that's on right now, so I don't know if anyone heard the applause. I'm going to go through one by one, naming the guests that are currently in the studio. Number 1 is...
Ashley Yotty.
Okay, sounds good. Number 2.
Joe Sorensen.
Welcome, Joe. This is Joe's first time on the radio show, but he's played on the concert series quite a few times by now. Number 3.
David Clare.
Yes, welcome, David. Also David's first time on the radio show, but
You better believe it.
He's been to some. You haven't performed on any of those, have you?
No, I'm more of a KRUI enthusiast.
He has been listening to the show as the podcast, so thanks for being a fan, David.
I've appeared a couple of times with your...
Oh, I've played recordings of us, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, David is the Claire of Emery Claire Comer Hart, which I've played on the show a few times, the improvisation group. Okay, on to number 4.
Gabi Vanek.
Gabi Vanek. Gabi played on our concert just 2 nights ago. She plays the bassoon. We'll talk more later about what you do, because you're interesting.
Sometimes.
Okay, can you bring the mic a little bit closer to you? The arm is a little funky.
Yes.
That'll work, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, and the last microphone in the studio belongs to...
Michelle Guild.
Yes, Michelle, who's been on this radio program once before. It was 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Not that long ago. Okay.
No.
All right, and Michelle, what do you do?
I have a podcast called We Are Rhonda.
Yes.
It's a comedy advice show.
Yes.
Comedy and Vice?
Advice.
Oh, advice. Comedy and vices. I was like, oh, we
Yeah.
sit around and smoke cigars and talk about all of our
Sometimes.
addictions. And
Yeah, okay, so I've got a full house in here tonight, so it may be a little chaotic, and we may have more people on the way, but we're out of microphones, so they will just have to share or shout from the corners of the room. All right. Yeah, how should we get started tonight? What do we want to talk about?
The Pulitzer Prize.
Okay.
That's topical, right?
Yeah,
People like that.
yeah. So what do you know about the Pulitzer Prize this year?
well, I was told we're not allowed to swear, so I don't know if I can talk about the album that won.
You can say damn, that's okay.
Can we?
Yeah.
So we can
okay.
say damn. We can talk about
Yeah.
There's
Kendrick
no
Lamar.
N at the end, so it's fine, right?
Good call.
Actually, there is.
No,
It's
I was making a joke.
oh, right.
All about
We're not
context.
talking about that word. We're talking about DAM. Homonyms, everybody.
Yeah.
Good.
That was just my
Homonyms
witty
are
thing to share. Yeah.
Homonyms are a good radio loophole.
You know more about it.
Great job.
Nice.
Actually,
Sorry, I screwed that up.
I actually really don't know too much. I've talked about it with a couple people, and that's about it.
Yeah, I pretty much only know that Kendrick Lamar won the music one.
The Des Moines Register won for something or other, which
Oh,
I
good
thought
for
was
them.
kind of cool because that's Iowa
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
Big Iowa news.
Yeah.
The Des Moines Register won a Pulitzer.
So
For something.
God, what were the other ones that won? I read the BBC article about it.
The Kendrick Lamar one is the only one that shows up in my Facebook feed. You know.
We can look it up if we want to go to a deep dive in the Pulitzer Prize later in the show. But Kendrick Lamar is the big one because a lot of people were mad about it because it's weird for rap to win a Pulitzer because it's usually just like
Jazz, classical.
yeah, jazz or
For
classical,
the past 75
something
years.
that only 100 people have listened to.
What are supposed? So the never mind. What are the qualifications for winning a Pulitzer? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
You have to like be on the board, and the board has to like recommend you or something. And
I guess, like, what is a Pulitzer for? Like, Oscars are for movies, Grammys are for music, Pulitzer is for...
There's a lot of categories of Pulitzer, I think.
I don't know. I always figure it's for like academic achievement in a specific liberal art.
I like that definition.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's right, but I like that
Well, I
definition.
mean, well, I've heard that like if you're a composer and you're on the Pulitzer shortlist, you're kind of like good to go as far as finding a real people job. So like, I don't know who I was talking to the other night, but they were the point being is that the Pulitzer needs Kendrick Lamar more than Kendrick Lamar needs a Pulitzer, because he's, you know, he doesn't need a tenure track job at
true.
Harvard.
Yeah.
You know, like
More people are talking about the Pulitzer now because an artist that people listen to just won one.
yeah.
I think most people think of the Pulitzer as like a journalism or writing award more than anything. So having more attention on the music side of things is probably good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. See, we should have Will here. He could tell you all about it.
Yeah. Hey, Will, if you're listening, come on over.
Don't do any work.
I think Will's at home right now. He told me that he had some work to do tonight, so he couldn't make it on the show, unfortunately.
Can he call in?
He could.
Are the phone lines open?
I have the phone number here somewhere. Where is it? I know it's written down somewhere in here.
Just Google it.
Oh, here it is. You can call us at 319-335-8970. Anybody can do that. If you want to call in and talk to us and add to the cacophony of voices tonight, please do so. Again, that number is 319-335-8970.
The phone is going to ring off the hook now.
I hope so.
You can also call
wait to talk to you.
867-5309, and you can, you know,
Try that in every area
see who
code.
picks up that one.
Bother an ordinary citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably used to it by now.
The only time I've tried to get people to call in before, I got 0 calls. So we'll see what happens this time. I know that we have like at least 100,000 people listening, but they're all shy. So they don't want to call.
Well, you have middling success with tweeting, yes?
Yeah, we've had a few people tweet. So you can also tweet at us. That's at iHearIC, IHEARIC. And if I like the tweet that you send us, I may read it on air. If I don't like it, I will block you immediately. I want to change subjects real quick because I saw something today that made me think. All right?
Okay.
So, on the subject of pets.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, what's everybody's favorite animal, like, to domesticate? To have in your house? A home animal. A pet.
I have a cat, but I'm not sure if that's my favorite.
What would be your favorite if not your cat?
I haven't given it a thought. Maybe an owl?
Most people, I don't think, have owls as pets.
Can you
But I think
legally
you
get
can,
a pet owl?
I think you can domesticate
Like the
them.
little circle ones. The ones that are just little spheres.
Basically.
Small
yeah,
owls.
like the round owls. Not like the ones with the horns and the
Yeah.
talons. I want like a pedicured round owl.
I don't know the names of the species of owls, but there are some owls that are just like little balls.
We'll say it's a snow owl because it's like a snowball.
Isn't that like the really big one with the spots?
Get a pygmy one.
Yeah.
Snow owls are like Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, that's what I.
Oh, I don't want one of those. Those look mean.
Anyway, so I'm gonna count your answer as cat.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Cat.
Gabby, do you have a favorite pet?
I mean, I guess it would have to be dogs, right? Like I can't say like I want a tree kangaroo.
You can want
Yes,
one,
you
but
can.
Okay, well,
In your house?
Yeah, there is a kangaroo sanctuary called Kangaroo Island, and I feel like that's like kind of having like a pet kangaroo because you're they're in your house and you're taking care of them. But,
that sounds cool.
right? But let's go with dog. I feel like
Okay.
that's
So
That's a
we've
safe
got
answer.
one cat and one dog so far. David, do you have a favorite pet?
Oh, so I'm here to break the tie.
Yeah, I kind of know the answer because we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Change your answer.
No, it's okay. I say I'm more of a cat person, with the one caveat being that I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, I know a lot of people like that. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, cats are great, but like half of the people I know are allergic to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a dog in the house, and my hands smell like 5% dog right now.
That's a pretty low percentage.
Well, it's about 50% Arby's,
Oh, okay.
20% McDonald's.
I like
Oh boy. I'm not going to say what my hands smell like. Oh, boy.
Well, okay then.
All right. It's not that kind of show. I'm sorry,
gotta
everybody.
go.
I'm sorry. But I was thinking Potbelly Pig because we've talked about that before.
Oh yeah, that's always been a thing I've been saying since high school. Is I would
Yeah.
like to have a potbelly pig because they are smarter than dogs. They shed less than dogs. They poop in a corner if left to their own devices. That's what I've been told on the pig fan club website.
You can eat them.
I was about to say
What's
that. Didn't
the-
know if it was too
When
morbid.
you get sick of it,
Yeah.
it's a nice meal.
What's the URL for that website?
You Google search pig pet and you choose, we'll say, the fourth result.
Okay, cool. Joe, do you have a favorite pet?
I am partial to dogs. I don't have a dog right now, but I really like dogs. I currently have a hermit crab. His name is Lenny.
Nice.
I had 4 of them. The other 3 died within a week, so I think he killed them off.
Oh. Do they do that?
No.
Okay.
I just say that because I like to think I'm a better pet owner than that. But I used to have betas, and I had one that lasted me 6 years. So
Nice.
that's kind of awesome. But I'm a dog person.
And Ashley.
I have to go with cat, obviously.
Yeah. Can you talk louder tonight?
Yeah.
Thanks. I am also a cat person. Okay, the reason I brought this up is because I was walking on the Penn Mall earlier today.
The pet mall.
Gross.
No. I was walking on the Penn Mall and I saw a guy. He was holding a leash. I wasn't paying attention. I walked within 5 feet of him. I looked down. At the end of his leash was a ferret. He was walking a ferret on a leash. I've never seen that happen
It's
before.
a
I
thing.
used to
I've
walk
seen
my
that.
bearded dragon on a leash.
That's awesome.
You had a bearded dragon?
Yeah.
Nice.
For 18 years.
How did he move?
Well, he only moved when he wanted to. You
Okay.
couldn't be heel,
Yeah.
really make it walk with you. It just kind of finds a nice patch of grass and plops down until it's ready to go, and then it takes off.
Those walks must take forever.
It's really more for him, not for me.
Isn't that how it usually is? I thought that's why you walked dogs, is for them.
No, it's totally for
also
you.
to get exercise.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's both.
Yeah,
I'd argue it's both.
I don't know, the dogs that I was watching in Kansas, I would go on runs with the dog. It was totally for my benefit.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you get to go outside too, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog probably enjoyed it. Were you dragging the dog? Are you sprinting down and the dog
border
just kind of
collie
dragging
and,
along behind you?
We had a great time.
Yeah, see, the dog probably enjoyed it too.
Yeah,
Mutual.
yeah. She's listening right now, I'm sure.
Aw. What's her name?
Cleo.
Cleo.
Hi, Cleo.
Yeah.
So this guy with the ferret, is that weird or not?
No, I don't think. I feel like I've seen that.
It's Iowa City?
It's pretty weird. I'm going to say it's weird.
I'd say it's not Florida weird, but it's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's alligator pets. Is Florida. Do you guys like ferrets?
No.
I think they're cool, but
They're
I-
kind of smelly.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
they smell?
Mixed
Yeah.
feelings?
Yeah.
I've heard that they kill children.
Wait.
Oh,
So I'm
cool.
a little sketchy on
Wait.
ferrets.
How?
You've not heard of ferrets getting in
I think
killing
you're
killing
thinking of
babies and
pythons.
things? No, those are 2 very different animals.
Are you thinking of feral dogs?
No. Aren't ferrets dangerous?
No, I
I don't know.
Like
Did I
little
ju-
weasels.
Yeah.
That's the reason I don't like
What's-
ferrets. I grew
I
up
like
with the idea
weasels.
that they're little murderers.
Oh, cool.
No? I'm going to Google this.
Please
Well,
do.
I've heard old wives' tales that cats will climb into babies' cribs and suffocate them.
And
Is
eat
it like
their
that?
eyes.
Yeah, ferrets do that.
I
right?
mean, cats
No?
don't.
Cats-
Cats don't do that.
Cats do
I mean, maybe
eat your
some
eyes.
cats do.
Well, and I know pregnant women can't be around cat boxes, right? Isn't that
Oh,
totally a
because of
thing?
the ammonia, probably?
or something in the cat? Yeah.
yeah.
Because
The third recommendation on Google is, are ferrets dangerous to babies? So I'm not the only person to ask this question
Well,
ever.
that's asked by people who want to get a ferret, but they also want to have a baby. They gotta weigh
So they
their
have
choices.
they have neither, and they're
and they're
they
like,
want
what should we
both.
get? But I want both. But is it okay?
It's a choice
There
at the
should
moment.
be
Yeah.
a Google question of, are babies dangerous to ferrets?
I mean, that's probably also been asked. I mean, one of the results is, can ferrets and children be a good mix? If you take that out of context, you could interpret that all sorts of different ways.
Just crossbreeding babies and ferrets.
I'm gonna Google.
There's also people who put their children on leaches. So ferrets on leashes,
That's
children
true.
on leashes.
I saw someone
Yeah.
with a kid on a leash and their dog in their hands. That's when they were
Oh,
carrying the
God.
dog, and their child was walking in front of them on a leash.
That's excellent.
It was really great.
There was the lady who used to have her menagerie of cats up by like College Green Park, and she would walk all of them.
On
Like
leashes?
Can you get the mic closer to you? I was trying to do it
can't.
without.
I've been
It's
trying.
broken. Okay.
Yeah.
Can
I'll
you
just lean
can you
in.
like bend?
I'll lean in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a hunchback for
Oh.
2 hours.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yeah.
It's a little better. Yeah.
Hooray.
Thank you. Okay. I think we've exhausted the pet talk. I need to play a public service announcement real quick. So let's see what we get. It's kind of randomized, so it might be a fun one.
Oh.
Let's see.
Check, check. Yo, we'd like to roll out a 3 days a week opportunity to you guys. Music. Campus Activities Board. Campus Activities Board. First word, campus. Bringing students together. Good time. Second word, activities. Movies 3 nights a week, comedians, road trips. Last word, board. Board. Wood, nails. Fun time. Check Cab out on Facebook for all our events.
Okay, there we go. That's done. That's not my favorite one. There are better PSAs, but
I think the Joe Walsh one is a fan favorite. I actually did play that one when I was in college.
you had the same one.
Yeah, the exact
Okay,
one. I'm driving drunk.
Why don't you tell us your background in radio real quick so everyone knows what's going on?
Oh, this is super interesting for people.
Yeah, it's a great conversation.
Yeah. I was on the radio at my college, at Luther College, from 2009 to 2012. That's really all I have to
Come
say
on,
about
there's
that.
more to it, I know. No, there's not.
No.
That's pretty much it. You played jazz. It was a jazz show.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So there's a Joe Walsh PSA about not driving drunk. And that one comes up here occasionally.
He says he'll come and pick you up.
Yeah.
If you need a ride.
But like
Will
he
he
won't.
really?
That seems kind of irresponsible, right?
He doesn't give any contact information,
Yeah.
so
That's terrible then.
Right.
Can I like tweet on it?
I mean, it's a joke about that song where he says, "I have a limo," whatever, you know.
yeah, life's been good to him.
Right. But like it seems like a bad thing to put in a drunk driving spot, right? Like I'll come pick you up, but he won't.
Don't worry, you guys. We don't need a DD.
We got Joe Walsh.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Joe Walsh.
Yeah, that's so irresponsible.
Yeah, the guy from the Eagles. I know him.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
heard him
pick us
say
up.
it,
He
that
said
he'd
he
pick me
would.
up. Yeah, he promised.
Yeah.
Didn't you listen to the PSA?
He promised.
I think he said once if he can't do it, another member of the James gang will do it.
Who's that?
That was his first band.
Oh,
Funk number
is
49.
that pre-Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Okay.
I'm not a huge Joe Walsh head. I don't know about you. I just popped the CD drive on my laptop. Okay, there we go. All right. You guys want to listen to some music? I have some recordings from the other night. If you want to hear that.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. I have one that features Gabi, but I think I'm going to save it for later.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I mean, you do whatever you
All right.
want to do.
All right. All right. I'm going to play track number two. So on Friday's concert, we had the improvisation trio Wombat play for the full hour. Wombat is me on saxophone, Will Yeager on bass, Carlos Catayo Solares on guitar. Anyone that's listened to the show before probably knows who we are because we've done a lot of stuff on the radio show already. And then we had 3 guests. So the first of those guests was Carlos Toro Tabon, and he played the Buchla synthesizer, which was pretty cool. And I'm going to play that track right now. Okay, and that was an improvisation by Wombat with Carlos Toro Tabone on the Buchla synthesizer. What'd you guys think of that? Did you like it?
I really dug his set yesterday.
You have to be positive about it because I was playing in that.
Okay.
I hated it.
Jeez, I'm joking. No one's laughing.
I mean, we don't know if we're allowed to laugh. Are we supposed to laugh? We're not supposed to laugh?
Laughing
We're supposed
is
to like the
encouraged.
music? Okay.
Yes.
LOL.
Joe, you were saying something about it. Would you like to say that on mic?
Oh, yeah, so some of the background stuff reminded me of the newest brand new album. If anybody is a brand new fan, they put out an album earlier this year called Science Fiction, and it's just got some really cool background stuff. So if you're looking into like the emo revival music scene that's going on, their newest album really isn't emo, but it's really good. Like, it's really good. You should totally check it out before they, in theory, disband this year.
Oh yeah, I heard they were done. Right?
They put out a bunch of T-shirts that had like a picture of a gravestone, and it had the year they were formed - 2018.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And that was all they said. And so they've never actually said they were disbanding. They've never said this was their last album. They've just done all of these like.
It's pretty ominous.
Yeah, that's just what they do, though. They're a very interesting group.
Yeah. So not a comparison I get a lot, but if you're a brand new fan, you may like the Wombat stuff. The new brand new stuff is a little more experimental, it sounds like.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Justin, I have to ask, and this is going to lead into a bit.
Okay. Thanks for telegraphing that so I don't screw up the bit again.
Yeah, so your name, Wombat, is in all caps, right?
We play it pretty fast and loose with the capitalization of
Okay,
Wombat.
I just want to know if it's an acronym or not.
Yes. Yes, and.
Well, I was pondering this, and I had some ideas of what it could potentially stand for.
Okay.
Because
Oh God, he has a whole like list on his phone.
I'm really excited to hear that.
Like he actually has a Google Doc.
Did you prepare
brought up
this
right
ahead
now
of
with all
time?
the things on it?
it's not a Google Doc, it's just a memo
Oh,
app.
my bad.
It comes standard with the phone.
Okay.
All right, let's hear these acronyms.
Okay,
And see if you guess correctly at the real acronym.
Okay. So the first one is weather occurs mostly because angels' tears.
That's not it, but I like that one.
Yeah, that has to do with like how angels cry because they lose at bowling. And that's why it rains.
Yeah, right. The theory of where rain comes from.
Right.
And thunder.
I've
Yeah.
heard that theory.
Let me ask, how many do you have on the list?
5.
Okay. So the first one, that was not it.
Okay. The second one. We occasionally might bruise alien technology.
It's not that one, but I like that that name with the Buchla stuff that was going on in the one that we just played. Because it sounds like alien technology.
What if you replace the bruise with borrow?
Might borrow alien technology.
That's also nice.
Yeah, I guess that's nicer.
But it's
because
still not.
It's
not.
it's implying that your music is just like hitting your instruments with golf clubs.
Yes. Which it is.
That's gonna be the name of a new track. Hitting our instruments with golf clubs.
Yep. Okay, third acronym. Warning. Others make better avocado tacos.
That's not the acronym, but it is true.
Who are the others?
I know.
You probably, right?
Compared to
Me.
compared to the wombats.
Yeah, you make better ones than me.
I've never made an avocado taco.
Can you turn it more
What is
towards you?
with my
Look,
microphone?
if it's like that, like it's pointed at you.
okay.
Yeah. It doesn't work as well if it's like from the side like that.
Well, the stand is broken, so
Yeah.
I've kind of finagled it.
Yeah, we're doing our best. So on to number 4 then.
Okay, yes. Number 4 of what wombat might stand for. Wife of mine becomes Alan, Tim.
I think that might be it.
Yeah,
And now Tim Allen.
that one actually is not correct, but I do like that one a lot.
Okay, and number 5. Wondering over my band's acronym takes...
That's it. That's the one. It just happens to be that the 5th one on the list, the last one that you guessed at, that's it. That's the name of our band.
It's an acronym about wondering what this acronym means.
Exactly. That's like
It's very meta.
yeah. Like the band Wasp. Do you guys know about them?
Yeah.
This
No.
80s like hair metal
Yeah,
band.
they're-
Yeah. So their name is like WASP with dots.
Yeah.
So like it's an acronym, but people would ask them what it stands for. I mean, the number one guess is white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, because that's what WASP means in like conversation, right? Especially in the 80s. Do people still say WASP?
I've never heard this.
Waspy?
Ever.
I mean, I think it's like a regionalism.
Yeah, I
kind of
guess.
thing. Yeah.
I'm learning a lot.
But they, in interviews, Blackie Lawless, is that the guy's name? Right? Yeah. He said that the acronym stands for We Ain't Sure, Pal. So it's like a self-aware thing. Yeah. That went over really well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm glad I brought it up. Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
What day is it?
It's Earth Day,
And?
April 22nd.
And?
It's her birthday.
It's my birthday.
It's Michelle's birthday. You don't even want me to acknowledge it?
I don't celebrate birthdays. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
So am I.
I don't either, because it's like too much effort.
I mean, I did get cake yesterday, so that was pretty rad.
Yeah.
And it had my name on it because my mom got it.
Nice.
So
What kind of cake was it?
it was like a marble cake with buttercream frosting.
Nice.
It was excellent. But I had to share it.
Is there any left?
It's at my mom's house. I didn't think it would travel well.
Yeah.
Did it just
Well,
have
you
your
could
name,
have
or did it
tried.
say like happy birthday and then your name?
Well,
or-
it said happy birthday and then my
There you go.
name.
There you go.
Yeah, spelled right and everything.
geez.
It was great.
It didn't have the year you were born through 2018, did it?
It did, actually.
What?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't think anything of it.
yikes.
Hey, does anybody have a weather app on their phone that's
Yeah,
readily
why?
available? Because we are supposed to read the weather right now.
It is 63 degrees.
All
Feels
right.
like 61.
Burr.
All right. Any other details on there?
It's fair, and it's supposed to get to 70 on Wednesday.
All right.
As long as I censor it, can I read the one from my What the Forecast app?
Yeah, go for it. But don't swear, or I'll have to dump the audio.
Don't worry, I won't. It's a decent weather day. Have a effing snack pack and be happy.
Nice. Okay, so that was Gabi Vanek and Joe Sorensen with the weather. Michelle is signing things in the air.
I'm just talking.
Okay. Talking with your hands, huh?
Ooh,
Yep.
signing. Have you guys seen A Quiet Place?
Yes.
No.
Not
There's a
yet.
yes, there's a
No.
no, there's a
That's a no.
Only David?
Okay,
No.
Joe,
So you
Joe and
two
I
have
can have this
seen-
conversation.
We've seen it.
Yeah, let's
you
hear it.
You just mentioned signing. Like it is I think it's a fantastic movie.
I agree.
Okay, I was gonna say if you're gonna disagree, this is gonna be a really
It's
interesting
a very
conversation.
well made, very well acted movie with a very shaky premise when you think about it.
I suppose so.
I mean, in that these people are afraid of making noise because the monsters will come get them.
Yes.
Don't
And-
spoil
and
it.
so they can't make any noise.
Yes.
And they've been around for months and years.
Yes.
And
Sounds like my everyday life with my cat. I can't make any noise or she'll come kill me.
I was thinking it was the other way around. She can't make any noise, or your landlord will know she lives there.
Oh, yeah. Well, he knows.
If
Oh.
he listens to this,
He's
he
the
knows.
monster.
Yeah.
Is your landlord listening?
Probably.
Michelle's landlord, please call us at 319-335-8970. We'd love to speak with you. Thank you.
I'm sorry I'm breaking all the rules, Brian.
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 Brian McLandlord.
Do you know him? That's his name.
Yeah. He's my cousin. Sorry, I interrupted you
No, that's
guys.
okay.
Oh, yes, so-
let's continue with David and Joe's movie corner.
yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, how can someone go months and months without coughing or sneezing or burping or
I don't know.
other similar things?
I mean,
I've heard there are places
yeah, I
within
mean,
the Quiet Place universe where you can make noise because something else is
l-
drowning you out.
Like,
Yes.
literally. It's
Again,
the
I haven't
river,
seen this
The
movie.
river or the waterfalls.
they haven't seen it. Don't.
Neither have I,
it's
but
not a
I'm spoiling
spoiler.
it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's probably, I don't know, like get used to figuring out how to sneeze without making noise and how to swallow your coughs.
Has anyone been able to ever do that?
I see people hold back sneezes all the time. That's a thing.
If you hold in a sneeze, your eyeballs will come out.
If you keep your eyes open. Right? Also, it was written by people who went to the University of Iowa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, there's the
Yeah,
Iowa
it-
connection.
Go
there.
Hawks!
Yeah, no, it's super cool. Like it was written. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great. Also, there's a character in the movie who is deaf, and she's deaf in real life.
Oh,
And
nice.
so all of the signing in the movie is accurate.
Hey, we got a new guest. that just popped into the studio.
Oh, we're gonna have to share a microphone.
Yeah, we've run out of mics. Hey, come on in, guys. So I'd like to pivot to talk to Gabi about what she does with the bassoon for a couple minutes here.
All right.
How do I introduce this? What's your history with the bassoon, Gabi? How'd you get started?
So I remember like in the 6th grade, we had to like pick instruments, and I wanted to play the bassoon, and it just didn't work out that well for me. They were like, we only have one bassoon and someone's already playing it. You should be a low brass player. And I was like, well, all right.
I think that's what they tell everyone. They tried to get me to play trombone in 5th grade, and I was like, absolutely not. I will not do that.
Euphonium, man. It was a hard life. And then, so by the time I like got to high school, I think we had there was a bassoon, and I was like, I want to play it. And they're like, great, we don't have one of these. And so I played the bassoon, and I didn't really take real lessons until I got to college.
Oh, nice.
So that was like, I don't know. It's like when you're the only bassoonist in your high school, you like implicitly think you're kind of okay. And then you get to college and you're like, oh no, there are kids who've been playing and like take lessons and gotten to All-State.
Yeah.
And so like I got to college and I was like, oh, I have to get good. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then I did.
And now you're good.
I'm okay,
I think you're pretty good.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do like some non-traditional bassoon playing now.
I mean, I've always just wanted to be in a death metal band and like tour in a death metal band. Like that's like what I want to do. But no one wants to be in a death metal band with a bassoonist.
Right.
If anyone's listening.
Hey, if you're in a death metal band, you're looking for a bassoonist, Gabi's your gal. Please call us 319-335-8970. We'll hook you up right here on air.
Yeah, that would be really rad. But so I think I never really came into classical music, like I think the same way a lot of people do. Like I didn't grow up around it. And so like I was playing bassoon, but like I was still like going to metal shows when I was in high school. And so when I started like discovering like Schoenberg and all that, I was like, this is tonal language that I really dig and is a lot more interesting to me than, I mean, like not that I have a problem listening to like 18th century canon. I just don't think it's as tonally interesting. And so that's kind of like why I like, contemporary music and new music, because like it's like a very like willing to push the boundaries of what's tonally acceptable. And I mean, if you can put yourself in context for the 18th century, like Mozart was doing some pretty sweet stuff. But like the one Mozart piece I like is like the Dissonance Quartet in C.
Right. Yeah.
But like everything else, I'm like,
for the listeners at home, Gabi, she put her hands up in the air and sort of wiggled them.
Yeah, I don't know. So I really like new music, and so when I was finally allowed to play it in college, because he was, I'm not going to do my Professor Coelho voice on the air, but like you do need to know those fundamentals and like the history of your instrument and why your instrument can do certain things and not do certain things. And so, like, I think it's super important for students to still kind of go through the canon of your instrument while you're doing it, because, like, it's funny, like, all of the things, like, with new music extended techniques are all the things that they told us not to do.
Right.
Which I really like.
Yeah, it's the rebellious stuff we did in middle school band.
Yeah. And then, so, yeah, but I think, like, you have to, like, when you're doing it to be rebellious when you're 12, there's, like, you're not like exploring a soundscape with that. You're just being like, I don't know. The
grown-ups don't like this sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me flutter tongue. But then you're like, oh, I'm going to do this. And still no one else is going to like it. But that's okay. Because, I like.
So you feel like the music you make now is like intentionally abrasive? Would you say?
I guess it depends on your definition of abrasive. Like, I know that, like, it's really hard. Like, I don't, like, go out of my way and buy harsh noise records. But I would. But I think when you're going to, like, these harsh noise shows or anything that's, like, definitely more of a noise experience, you're going for, like, a full body experience, not just listening to it, like, on your headphones at home. It's just not really the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's like, I guess it's, I don't know. There was like a really good paper that I had cited once regarding like how like whoever wrote the article posited that a noise is a sound that someone doesn't want to hear, essentially. But then, like, historically, we've shown that, like, there have always been people who've wanted to hear those sounds. So it's like, is noise really even anything? Like, you know, like,
Right.
I can't even think of what it's called, but, like, the Italian futurists, they did, like, this, like, their noise machines, and they would just, like, walk around and, like...
Just be annoying.
Be annoying.
Yeah.
And that brings me to my, you know, my GoFundMe for the drone. It is a drone that just plays drones.
Yeah, so like a little helicopter.
And it follows you around.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you want to get in on the ground floor of the drone, you should, you know, again, call in.
Yep, that's 319-335-8970. We're talking drones.
Drone drones.
Here on iHearIC Radio.
Military defense contractors, I feel like they would be totally into the drone.
Yep, I know we've got a few of those listening out there.
Absolutely. Hey,
weapons
out of the
manufacturers.
hundreds of thousands of people that are listening, I'm sure one.
At least one or two weapons manufacturers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I am watching the phone, and it has not lit up once yet.
I think the phone's broken.
Our listeners are failing us, or technology is failing us. One of the two.
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not plugged in.
So I think now might be a good time to play the recording of
Yeah.
Gabi playing with us.
It was really rad.
What do you think? Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to tell the listeners before I present this to them?
I use a pedal board, like mostly of like bass and guitar pedals, and I play through a bass amp, and then I use a modified vocal that I put a contact mic through, because I think there's always like, how do you do that? But the bassoon is stupid, and like there's no good way to mic it.
Yeah.
So the vocal modification is like the best way for my purposes.
Right. And for the lay listener, the vocal is like the part,
squiggly.
the part in between the bassoon's reed and the big stick part.
Yeah.
That helped me.
Yep.
I didn't know.
And
Yeah.
a contact mic is a microphone that literally contacts the vibrating surface that is making noise. So the microphone that I'm talking to right now is not a contact microphone because it's not contacting me. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes.
And effects pedals are pedals that make the sound that goes into them affected some way. And you step on it with your foot because it's a pedal. All right?
Yeah.
I think I've given good definitions here.
Oh, absolutely.
Are we in agreement? All right.
Yes.
I think we can jump in with this recording then. So this is from Friday night, recorded at the High Ground Cafe. This is Wombat with special guest Gabi Vanek.
Support for KRUI is brought to you in part by The Broken Spoke. They offer new and used bicycles, cycling accessories, and also service all kinds of bikes. They can be found in Iowa City at their new address, 757 South Gilbert Street. For more information, visit thebrokenspoke.com or call 319-338-8900.
And we're back. If you're just tuning in, this is iHearIC on KRUI. It's a show that celebrates local talent and creative endeavors by all sorts of people. What you heard before that, Grant Spot, about The Broken Spoke was a recording from our Friday night concert at the High Ground Cafe featuring Wombat with Gabi Vanek on the bassoon. And Wombat was me, Justin Comer, on the baritone saxophone, and Duck Call, Will Yeager on the double bass, and Carlos Catayo Solares on the electric guitar. All right, and tonight this is our 20th episode, so I celebrated by having more people come into the studio than we have microphones. And in fact, we've just added 2 more guests. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, hi, my name is Addison Benzshawel.
You have a voice for radio.
Yeah, sounds great.
And then my name is Stella Hart. And I
Yeah.
have a very nasal voice, so.
Sounds pretty good on the microphone. And you guys have performed on the iHearIC concert series before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we say our band name on 1, 2, 3?
Let's hear it.
Boy Crazy.
Yeah, great job. And you guys might have to talk a little bit louder because you're sharing a mic. So
Okay.
you can't get quite as close or as straight on.
Okay.
But I can hear you, so it's no problem. Okay, let's see. What are we going to do next? We've got Joe Sorensen in the studio tonight, and I think we may get a chance to hear him play some songs live in the studio. Are we excited?
Yeah.
Yay, let's hear Joe. Do you want to just jump right in?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so what are you going to play for us?
Can I do, you said I could do 3?
Yeah,
maybe?
go for it.
All right. I've got new music that I was supposedly putting out last year and then putting out 6 months ago and then putting out 2 months ago and still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
So 2 of the songs are off of that. And then I was also told I can play a cover without us getting in trouble. So we'll see how that goes.
That should be
there was a musician named Avicii who passed away a couple days ago. So I will play Mike Posner's I Took a Pill in Ibiza because it references Avicii.
Yeah.
Give me a second while I grab my guitar.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm leaving all the mics on, so if you guys want to clap when he plays.
Commentary,
and I'm going to turn your mic up a little bit so that it'll be like,
Do I need
you don't have to go right up on it.
Move it any certain way?
Maybe.
Sing loud like I always do.
Yeah. I think where it is right now should be good. It should pick up some guitar and some vocals. Can you play just a little bit?
Play just a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be fine.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's good?
Yep. All right.
Does that mean I can go?
Yeah, let me just say, Joe is a Cedar Rapids artist. He's been releasing music since he was, 16?
17.
17?
My first album turns 10 next month.
Yeah, so
crazy.
he was releasing albums in high school, so that's really impressive to me, at least. And we went to college together, so I've been friends with him for a few years now, and he's played on the iHearIC concert series like probably 10 times now. I don't know. It's been a lot. Pretty much.
I was here last time you played some of his stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
recordings.
That's right. And what did you think of it now that he's here in front of you?
I enjoyed it when we were listening to it last time I was here, and it's cool that you're here right now.
Yeah.
I didn't put those 2 pieces
Here's
together
your
when I walked in.
super fan Michelle
Yeah.
Gill over here.
Exciting.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. So pretty much every time I've asked you if you want to do something, you say yes. So you're a very hardworking, prolific individual.
I'm just desperate to have people listen. One of the two.
Yeah.
Hardworking, prolific, desperate.
Desperate, creative
Said the
man.
same thing, right?
All right, so I'll let you play now.
All right, a song called In a Three-Room House Across the Ocean. I walked across the ocean to the side of the world to see the sky light up and watch the clouds unfurl. I found a ocean. I found God on the ocean. I found love on the ocean shore. I walked 1,000,000 miles, 10,000 days, and never left the land where I was sure to stay. The color, shapes, and faces filled my head with light. Who knew to dance with death could bring you so much life? And I found love on the ocean. I found God on the ocean. I found love on the ocean shore. And I found love on the ocean. I found God on the ocean. I found love on the ocean. I found the hope to try across the ocean. Never felt so alive in such emotion. My heart will still survive across the ocean. I found the hope to try across the ocean. I found the hope to try across the ocean. Never felt so alive in such emotion. My heart will still survive across the ocean shore. I wrote that song about a trip I took back in 2016 to go see my 2 sponsor kids for World Vision. So if anybody has ever thought that program is a scam, I can tell you it's not. I was sponsoring a girl since I was a sophomore in high school. About 3 or 4 years after getting out of college, I flew over to Africa and I got to meet her.
Whoa.
So that's what that song is about. So it's not a scam. It's a real cool thing. I'm a huge fan of World Vision. Anyway.
Hey, it's 8 p.m., so I need to do a quick little spot here. You're listening to KRUI in Iowa City, 89.7 FM on the radio if you're close by, and streaming online at krui.fm anywhere in the world. My name's Justin Comer. I'm hosting this show. It's called iHearIC, and we're going to stay here for another hour or so. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can tweet us at iHearIC, IHEARIC, or you can call in at 319-335-8970. If you have anything interesting to say, maybe it will make it onto the airwaves. If you don't, you can keep listening anyway. All right, we're listening to Joe Sorensen performing live in the studio for us right now.
All right, this is that Mike Posner song I said I'd play. It's called I Took a Pill in Ibiza. I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older, but it was something to do. And now I'm living out in LA. I drive a sports car just to prove that I'm a real big baller, cause I made $1 million and I spent it on girls and shoes. You don't wanna be high like me, never really knowing why like me. You don't ever wanna step off that roller coaster me alone. You don't wanna ride the bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing that all I know are sad songs, are sad songs, and darling, all I know are sad songs, are sad songs, are sad songs. I'm just a singer who already blew his shot. I get along with old timers cause my name's a reminder of a pop song people forgot. And I can't keep a girl, no, cause as soon sun comes up, I cut them all loose and it works my excuse. But the truth is I can't open up. And you don't wanna be high like me, never really knowing why like me. You don't ever wanna step off that roller coaster and be alone. You don't wanna ride the bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing that all I know are sad songs, are sad songs, darling. All I know are sad songs, are sad songs, are sad songs. I took a plane to my hometown. I brought my pride and my guitar. And my friends are all gone, but there's manicured lawns and the people still think I'm a star. I walked around downtown, I met some fans on Lafayette. They said, tell us how to make it, cause we're getting real impatient. So I looked him in the eye and said, you don't wanna be high like me, never really knowing why like me. You don't ever wanna step off that roller coaster and be alone. You don't wanna ride the bus like this, never knowing who to trust like this. You don't wanna be stuck up on that stage singing, stuck up on that stage singing that all I know are sad songs, are sad songs. And darling, all I know are sad songs, are sad songs, sad songs, sad songs. I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older, but it was something to do.
That was Joe Sorensen. What's the name of that song again?
I Took a Pill in Ibiza. It's by Mike Posner. So like the version that got really famous is a lot faster. It's like this cool radio upbeat thing. And I heard it and I was like, oh, that would be a really fun slowed down cover. So I looked it up on YouTube just to listen to it. The original version of the song is actually slow and on guitar.
Mm-hmm. So basically what you just
So basically what I just did. And then it was like, oh, that's not radio friendly. Let's make it radio friendly. Let's throw, some auto-tune on it and put some cool club beats behind it.
Was the original version still by Mike Posner?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So I think it's just kind of interesting that it's, I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool, and then the version on the radio is more of like an EDM Avicii style song. But can I do one more?
Yeah, and I just want to say I think we have the perfect mic setup right now.
Oh.
It sounds like good. Like it's
That's exciting.
It's pretty balanced despite it just
when
being
things
one mic that's really directional pointing at you from like 5 feet away.
That's good to know. That's good to know. All right. This one is called Stones from the River. It's the title track off of the EP that will someday be recorded and released. I've recorded it like 2 or 3 times and I just don't like any of it. So.
Is that the one that I've heard some of?
Maybe. It's all guitar. You've heard some of the piano.
I heard the
one.
piano stuff.
Yeah, so I have one EP that's all guitar and then one EP that's all piano. And then I actually have a whole album also written after that, none of which has been recorded.
So you've got a backlog.
I do, and the problem is I'm starting to write more stuff, so like I can't do that. But anyways, the song is called Stones from the River. What is the name that you were given at birth? What is the name that you were taught and learned? What is the name that you think you
no child of mine. What is the name that you should not have heard? I'm telling you now, your new name is beautiful. New name is beautiful. I'm telling you now, your new name is wonderful. It is a love, it is a love, it is written in stone, and I'll let it be known. Love, your new name is wonderful. Come to the river with me. Come to the river and say, pick up a stone with a new name for only you to know. Come to the river with me. Come to the river and say, pick up a stone with a new name for only you to know. Come to the river with me. Come to the river and say, pick up a stone with a new name for only you to know. It is loved, it is loved, it is written in stone, and I'll let it be known. Loved, your new name is wonderful. It is a love, it is a love, it is written in stone, and I'll let it be known. Love, your new name is wonderful.
That was Joe Sorensen, everybody. Our second live performance in the studio ever on this show. Hooray. Hey, Joe,
Hey, what?
when you get back up, tell the people where they can find more of your music.
In theory, you can go to joesorensenmusic.com. My domain provider keeps telling me I need to update my credit card information. They're going to shut down my website. So I don't know how many more days they're going to send me warnings on that. So I will go home tonight and I will renew my credit card information. So joesorensenmusic.com or YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook.
Yep.
I'm not a big social media person, but I post on there often enough.
Yeah, the music's up there at least. His last name is spelled Sorensen.
Perfect.
His social security number is...
And the card, what's the new credit card information? We can give that to
you
your
guys could just do it
domain
for me.
registrar right now over the air.
No, it's just funny. My high school spelled my last name wrong up until like the day I graduated, and there were 40 kids in my class.
Right, I was going to say,
So
you're
it's
from a
not even
small
like it was
town.
a big
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that you know how to spell my last name.
Of course, because I would assume it's the other way, so I remember it's different.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and we have a few videos of Joe playing on our own YouTube page, which is youtube.com/ihearic. I'll spell it again just so I can be really annoying about it. IHEARIC. That's it. Yeah. So I was going to ask Stella and Addison, our newest guests tonight. They were driving over here and actually listening to the show live on their car radio, and they thought of a few more possible acronyms for the band name Wombat. So WOMBAT. Maybe it stands for something.
Yeah, we actually only have one more.
All right. Well, let's hear it. Maybe let's see if you guessed right.
Before we bring up all of our really good ideas, are you open to updating the acronym of the name of the band?
Well, okay. The canon of the show so far is that the fifth and final guess on David's part was the correct guess, and that's the name of the band.
It was wondering over my band's acronym takes ...
Of course. And I know that because that's the name of the band, but thank you for reminding me. So, I mean, sure, I could be open to changing the name, but that's what it is currently.
How do you feel about water only makes better avocado toast?
You had one about avocados too, right?
Avocado tacos, but
yes.
that's not a breakfast food so much as avocado toast might be.
Right.
Avocado toast is pretty trendy right now.
Yeah.
Right. And yours, say yours again.
Water only makes better avocado toast.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right. I feel like if we're talking about avocado toast, the M has to stand for millennial, right?
But millennials are passe now. It's all about Gen Z.
Who's that? What are the years?
I don't know.
I think
whatever's after us.
Yeah,
Right.
because millennials are what, 1984 to 96 or something.
I feel like
No,
the definition
millennials
of
goes to
millennial like
2000.
expands
It's
every
like
time I
80
look at it.
something to- yeah.
Yeah, like mid-80s. Yes, like the mid-80s.
Ashley's not on a mic. She's sharing with me, so she has to lean in if she wants to talk.
Are you guys familiar with the term dark millennials? I saw this used on Facebook like 3 times in the last 2 days.
Are those like millennials?
Is it like-
that we
is it a
can't
racist
see, but we
term?
can feel their gravity?
I don't know. Like no, this is why I wanted to know. It was talking about like.
Or are they sad?
That could also be.
Is that
It was
just
like-
emos?
No, it was like the bands who belong to the dark millennials. Like 303 was on there, and
I was thinking of 311.
no. No, who's the group that did the Fly Like a G-Sick? Far East movement?
I don't know.
No,
I'm not
am
a
I
very-
like
I'm not a
music
very good
you guys
I
are?
don't. Dark
I'm not a
millennials.
good dark
It sounds like
millennial,
you're a
I
dark
guess.
millennial.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good
Wait,
thing
can
or
we
a bad
Urban
thing.
Dictionary that?
Oh,
No, I was looking up something else.
Ashley!
Listen, you have
our
to
hopes up, Ashley.
you have to come right up to the mic if you want to say things.
Okay, according to Google, millennials are 81 to 96.
Oh, okay. I thought that actually my sister was also a millennial and she was born in 99. So I thought it was all of my siblings are the same
So
generation.
she is of
I guess
the Gen
not.
Z.
Yeah.
That's why we're completely different people.
Obviously.
We have nothing
Dark
in common.
millennial did autocomplete on Google search.
So
Okay.
What
But the problem is it doesn't come up with.
is it like an Urban Dictionary thing? Does it have to do with memes?
There's something called a Darth millennial on Star Wars Wiki.
Yeah,
That's the name of a
actually what I
character?
accidentally searched.
Is that canon? Or is it part of the Star Wars legends on Wikipedia?
Kylo Ren is a Darth millennial because he's like sad.
Yeah. All right, I got to play a public service announcement real quick.
It was a clear black night.
What's up? This Warren G, you know what I'm saying? I'm here giving it up for RAD because they do a lot of good things for people. Before you drink, make sure that you got somebody that can drive your butt home so you won't crash or get pulled over and get a DUI. So go ahead and follow the route and everything will be cool. And don't be no fools. Peace, baby. Warren G.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Thank you to Warren G for the drunk driving public service announcement. I think that's the best one that's in the rotation. What do you guys think?
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I danced the whole time.
Yeah. I tried to, but I'm very busy over here running the show. Very busy.
If anybody knows what a dark millennial is, can you call us?
Oh, please.
You can
that's a good
call
thing.
in and talk to us at.
Once again, that number is 319-335-8970. Please call and tell us what a dark millennial really is.
Wait.
Oh, I found the post.
I found a Reddit about it. You go first.
Okay,
All right.
So I found a post. It says musicians that only dark millennials will remember: Cobra Starship, Neon Trees, Metro Station, 303, Tau Cruise, Owl City, Far East Movement, Neo, One Republic, and Boys Like Girls.
I know
I've
like
heard of
75%.
So I do all of
Very
those. So,
popular artist.
and then it says
Yeah.
the other genre of 2008 to 2010's dark millennial music: Lady Antebellum,
Wait,
Isn't that a country band?
yes,
Shania
Yes.
Twain.
Shine Down, Daughtry, The Fray, Kings of Leon, Theory of a Dead Man, Skillet, Rob Thomas, like from Matchbox 20, and The Script.
Isn't Skillet a 90s band too?
Yes.
Only dark millennials will know those guys.
I don't understand.
I know
don't
almost
either.
all of those.
Yeah.
Well, you're a dark millennial.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to pivot the topic a little bit because Michelle brought up Shania Twain. I saw something
did.
today. Have you guys seen any recent news about Shania Twain?
No.
Is she the one who's
Is she
married to
okay?
the other country
Let me-
singer?
No,
update
you're
you.
thinking of Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shania Twain, I believe, is married to like the Def Leppard producer or something like that. Something like that. I don't remember. Anyway, so you guys haven't heard the recent news about
No.
Is
Shania
she
Twain.
coming to the state fair?
Is she
so-
here?
No, I mean, as far as I know, no.
She's in the studio right
She's
now.
downstairs.
I believe she's a
Ladies and
Canadian.
gentlemen, Shania Twain.
Here she is.
Hey, y'all.
Wait. I think if you make the announcement that she's here, you have to do the impression.
Hi, y'all.
Okay, let's hear Michelle do it again. I mean, Shania Twain.
Hey, y'all.
That's pretty good. And then other Shania Twain.
Hey, y'all, that don't impress me much.
Oh, man, I feel like a woman. That's me.
Honey, I'm
Thanks
home.
for clarifying.
I had a hard day.
I didn't want people to think that I was the third Shania Twain. It was just me saying a Shania Twain song, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe she's a Canadian citizen, if I remember right. Okay, so that means that she can't vote in U.S. elections, right?
Right.
But recently in an interview, she said that she would have voted for 2016 presidential candidate.
Bernie Sanders.
No, Donald Trump.
Oh.
She said she would have voted for Trump.
Well.
And I'm paraphrasing.
Don't impress me.
I don't I don't have the story right in front of me, but I believe what she said was that even though he's offensive, he seems honest. That was her reasoning.
Well, she's a country singer.
Well, she's from Canada.
Yeah.
What does she know?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
don't
good
know.
musicians from Canada.
Yeah.
I never
Like
thought I would
Alanis
be
Morissette.
saying this, but I'm actually really happy that she can't vote.
Yeah. That's the one woman that should not be allowed to vote.
I can think of a few more.
Wait, what was the
Whoa.
which amendment gave women
The
suffrage?
19th, baby.
Right.
Oh, I totally wasn't going that way. I just meant people in general who shouldn't
Yeah,
vote
okay.
rather not be voting.
Right, but I'm just saying that there's an amendment to the amendment
Yes, I
that says no Shania Twain should she become a U.S.
Gotcha.
citizen.
It's a
Gotcha.
clause.
It's like it's way ahead of itself, but if she
Yeah.
becomes a U.S. citizen, the 19th does not apply to her.
That's
Way
the-
ahead of its time, considering it was passed in the late,
Ni-
or in the 1920s, 1919.
1919, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way ahead of its time.
The amendment to the amendment was
They foresaw the rise
that
of
passed.
Shania.
Yeah.
It's the 19th Amendment.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, great. Joe mentioned that there's a lot of good Canadian musicians. Let's go down the list. Shania Twain,
Alanis
Morissette.
Morissette. Oh, yep.
Good. Punch the microphone.
There's another guy that I
Celine Dion.
did not know.
Oh, that's right, Celine Dion.
Is Jewel Canadian?
Gorguts.
No,
I don't
she's Alaskan.
think so.
Quite good.
So almost.
Who's the other?
What
there's
was that
another
one?
famous-
Gorguts.
Gorguts.
Very good.
A metal band, I
A metal
assume, yeah.
band.
Sounds really good.
They're really
Sounds
great.
in the same category as the other few that were
Hey man, he
mentioned.
really likes Shostakovich.
Nice.
So you know he's good.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, not talented,
Oh, that's
just
true.
famous
Oh.
people.
I mean, he's
He's
good at what he does,
talented
right?
in his own right.
Yeah.
Ted Cruz.
Drake.
Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake.
Yeah.
Because he was on Degrassi, which is a Canadian
Yeah.
show.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, he was the wheelchair kid, right?
Yep, exactly. You got it.
Avril Lavigne.
Oh yeah, right.
Neil Young.
Nickelback.
Bare
Neil
Naked
Young.
Ladies.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Joni Mitchell.
That's disappointing.
There's an obvious one. I'm gonna let David say it.
Michael Bublé.
Rush.
Yeah, Rush.
Oh, Sarah McLachlan, the lady who does all the sad songs.
The
Yeah.
dog commercial. one.
Yes.
Arcade Fire.
I think The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. That's who I was
True.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of. Nelly Furtado. Is that another dark millennial musician? Nelly Furtado.
So is it like
Probably.
the epoch of millennialism, like the dark millennial? You're coming over.
Oh yeah,
Maybe?
it's the
that makes sense.
the equinox or whatever.
yeah.
The waxing and waning of the
Of the
millennials.
Yeah.
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 So so maybe that's like a 1996er. Like I'm like
You're like on the cusp between.
oh
Well, I was born in '90, so I'm not a dark millennial.
Yeah,
No,
me,
yeah,
yeah,
you
I
are.
was too.
you're a solid.
But I still know all of those artists that you listed.
Yeah.
Well, you know, everything on the internet is true.
Well, I know.
You know,
I know this.
So the fact must be that we were not actually born in the years that we think that we were born in. We must have been born in a different year.
This is the Phantom
Oh.
Time Hypothesis Hour.
If you're just tuning in, this is iHearIC, a show about Iowa City and the creative endeavors by residents in Iowa City and nearby.
And also about famous Canadian musicians.
Yep. Also about famous Canadian musicians and conspiracies that your parents
and about
pulled
the
on
year
you.
you think
Yeah.
you were born in.
They faked your birth certificate to make
Here's
you
one
think
who
you were older
probably
than you
really,
were.
Fifi Dobson. Does anybody remember Fifi Dobson?
It's a FIFA is soccer, right?
Fifi, F-E-F-E.
Oh, I know a dog named Fifi.
She had like one song.
And Dobson is the elf from Harry Potter.
No, that's his lawyer.
Yeah. Dobson Esquire.
Good.
I don't know.
I think I kind of want to play some more music. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got two more tracks. We'll vote on which one I should play. The first one is these are both from Friday night's concert. The first one is Wombat, just by ourselves, the three of us, and the other option is Wombat with Josh Levine on the nylon string guitar. So raise your hand if you would like to play just Wombat by ourselves.
Dead air.
And raise your hand if you would like to hear the one with Josh on guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Play that track.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations to Josh Levine, winner of the straw poll that I just conducted. Here is Wombat with Josh Levine. This is recorded 2 nights ago, April 28th, at the High Ground Cafe at the iHearIC concert series. That was Wombat with Josh Levine, recorded Friday, April 20th at the High Ground Cafe. This is iHearIC Radio. Current time is 8:33, which means it's time for the weather.
Well, friends, winter's finally over.
Finally.
It's currently 60 degrees. That's with a 6, everyone.
60.
60 degrees.
Fahrenheit.
However, it does feel like 58, so you might want a light
Boo.
jacket if you're going outside. We have a humidity of 33%, so that's no precipitation.
What was the high today?
The high today was 69 degrees.
Nice.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, and then just some light winds, northeasterly.
So is that where they're coming from or where they're going?
Don't
See,
ask,
you have the same
don't
problem
ask
as me.
this. We don't know.
We don't know how the wind part of the weather
I'm going to say
report
it's going northeast because usually on a radar map it's traveling northeast or east at least.
Right. So the wind is moving
Northeast
in the direction of what it says.
what
on
it
there.
said.
That makes sense.
That's
But then,
my opinion,
If you do
though.
the lick your finger, stick in the air test, you'd feel the opposite direction, right? 'Cause
Depends
it's
on what direction you're standing.
coming from, because then it would be coming from the southwest.
Just look at a
Oh, right, yeah, because
Right?
it's coming from the southwest, heading northeast.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if you're driving east, you're heading in the direction of east.
Right.
You're going east.
So if the wind,
the wind is
if
facing
it's an
northeast.
eastward wind,
You're coming
then
from
the wind
west.
is going to the east.
Well, it doesn't. On the weather reports I've seen, it doesn't say eastward. All it says is
Northeast.
East.
Or east.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, where are you driving? East. Where's the wind blowing? East.
From
Sure.
or from the
Have you
east.
done the
But where do
lick
you?
your finger
But where do
test?
you feel the wind? You feel it from the southwest.
Or like, oh no, wait.
I was gonna say, I feel like a better question is, can you paint with all the colors?
Can you paint with the colors of the northeastwardly winds?
Yeah. I can just very briefly tie the wind discussion back to music, because three of us in the studio here used to do a cover of colors of the Wind from the movie Pocahontas. Stella, myself, and David, we were in a band together in high school.
By Jove, you're right.
That's right. He just remembered because I said it.
What was the band's name?
At the time, the band was called Fallacious Zymergists.
Or FZ for short.
Yeah. That's when you're 13 years old and you want a band name and you just pick random words out of the dictionary. That's what we did.
Are you allowed to say that on air?
Probably.
I think we got the delay.
You know, fallacious is like a logical fallacy as an adjective.
You
also
need
something.
to get your head
Oh.
out of the gutter.
Not that. Sorry. And then a zymergy is like brewing, right?
Right. I believe that was the last word in the dictionary because it is spelled ZY.
Yeah. Our mutual friend Jake Whitman selected those words out of the dictionary when we were 13.
Yes.
And that's where that came from.
Yeah, so the song that we covered was Colors of the Wind, but it wasn't the Pocahontas version. It was a cover of a cover.
Yeah, and I found out, I think the person that was performing that recording that we liked a lot, I think her name is Marla Mindell.
That sounds right, yes.
Yeah, and she's like an actor in New York now. So
Well, she obviously has talent.
shout out to Marla.
Marla,
Yeah, I mean,
if you're listening, that does impress
Call
me.
in.
The joke being that the Colors of the Wind that she recorded was extremely bad.
It's
like,
really bad, but the passion really
We
comes
want her to
through.
call in.
No. Like, it was intentional.
It was the most flamboyant performance you
Yeah,
could possibly conceive and then ramp that up a
Yeah.
factor of
So,
two.
like Fergie doing the national anthem?
But intentional. Like, she did it as a bit.
Yeah. Like just some words she would overemphasize and
Just like growl and yell.
Growl.
Yeah.
Now, see, I don't think I knew that was intentional when we performed.
I didn't either. But it was.
I was just trying my best.
I was laughing at her. I didn't realize I was supposed to laugh with her.
Oh, you think that Stella was doing it bad?
No, I think that the actual record. No,
Stella
no.
was the singer. I was playing guitar. David was playing
I mean,
keyboard. by the way,
the version we covered, I thought that was not intentionally bad.
right? Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Turns out it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that we've thoroughly discussed that, I do want to break in with some news on Shania Twain since we discussed that a little bit ago. A tweet from The Hill at 7:58 says, Shania Twain apologizes for saying she would have voted for Trump in 2016. So there's like several levels of abstraction there, but she's still sorry.
And this proves that she's listening in right now.
Yep. Shania, you can talk to us directly. You don't have to go immediately to the larger media outlets out there.
Yeah, we have provided a contact phone number for you.
I'm planning on being here for another 20 minutes or so, so if you'd like to call in, 319-335-8970.
I think she needs the country code because she's from Canada.
Yeah.
Plus one.
We're one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Plus another.
We're number one.
Plus the country code because she's a country singer.
right. Oh boy. So you add a 1 at the beginning. You also add Hank Williams. You yodel into the phone as you're dialing it, I guess.
I mean, unpopular opinion, she shouldn't have to apologize for saying she's going to vote for Trump. Like,
I think it's
people
just
get
like,
to vote for who they want to vote for.
Right, yes.
Like,
I think it's just like there's immediate backlash and she doesn't want that.
God, people need to get over that. Like, oh, you said something I don't like. I'm going to backlash.
I mean, whatever. If she wants to apologize, she can.
But I feel like most of her demographic probably don't care.
No, exactly.
Yeah, no. It's either like someone that was listening to her music in a van in 1997, or it's fairly conservative country fans, right?
Yeah.
So
if they're born in 97, they're a dark millennial.
Right. So she does not have any dark millennial fans, is what we're saying.
She's
right?
trying to win those dark millennial fans over.
That's right. That's why she apologized. You're right.
Got to win over those dark millennials.
We're like, who's Shania Twain? Oh, I'll just listen to her music. Oh, I love it.
Wait, but she would have voted for Trump? No, thank you.
Speaking of, did you guys see they have Tamagotchis in stores now?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen like the newer ones?
I haven't seen them physically,
So
but I've heard this.
I think they look really small. And here's my question. Are they the same size that they used to be? And I was just very small at the time, and so they looked very large. Or are they smaller now?
I bet our hands are just bigger.
Why not both?
Yeah, it could be both because the technology's probably gotten better.
Yeah, they've got little microchips in there.
Good call. Good call.
Did you guys microchip your Tamagotchis in case they got lost?
I did not.
Yeah, me neither, and I lost them forever. All right, we've reached a lull. Maybe I should play some more music.
It's not a bad idea.
Shout out to our one caller.
You're right. I already forgot the one thing I was going to say. We did have one caller on the phones tonight. I didn't get your name, but thank you for calling in. He said that our music was lovely, and that was when I was playing the recording of Wombat with Gabi. And, well, thank you for liking it. He also encouraged us to check out an old TV show that was on the local station PATV in the 90s, and it was called Pagan Sound Offering. I haven't had a chance to look that up yet, but it sounds like my kind of thing. So if you look it up and you don't like it, I apologize.
And you should call in.
You should call in. I'm still looking for donors for the drone.
Yes.
Yes, if you would like to invest in the drone. Once again, the number is 319-335-8970. If you prefer the text communication on the internet, you can tweet at us at iHearIC on Twitter. You guys want to hear a little bit more music? I have one more track from Friday that I could play.
Sure. Let's do it. Wombat it.
My friend just sent me a picture of a Tamagotchi that he purchased, and it looks really small.
This is a recent purchase?
Yeah.
I bet there's somebody on the internet who's compared them. I bet there's somebody who's compared them on the internet.
Yeah.
Wait, is your friend listening?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello to your friend. Thank you for listening
Ryan.
and contributing.
Hey, Ryan. Thank you for
Call
sending the picture of a Tamagotchi. Hey, what was the other one?
Gigapet.
Gigapet, thank you. I had a Gigapet also.
I had a knockoff of either of those.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Digimon Digivice Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
Yep.
Had one of those.
Yeah.
I had a Looney Tunes Gigapet.
Oh, weird.
I had 101 Dalmatians Gigapet. I
had that one too.
Yeah.
Now, see, mine started with Bugs Bunny, and if you raised him for 5 days successfully, you unlocked Taz.
That's
and
some
then
high
after 10 days, you
technology
unlock,
from
I think Tweety Bird and someone else.
When you unlock them, do you still have access to the previous one?
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I got about 6 days in.
Nice. I was going to say, like, Bugs turns into Taz and then into Tweety Bird, which is like
I think there's some logical
a strange
holes
trajectory. Yeah.
Darwin's theory of evolution at work.
Yeah. There were birds in that. Okay. So this is the last recording I have from Friday night's concert. This was recorded at the High Ground Cafe, and this is Wombat without any guests. So this is just me on the tenor saxophone, Will Yeager on the bass, and Carlos Cotallo Solares on the electric guitar.
Support for KRUI is provided by Little Village. Little Village is Iowa City's independent, community-supported news and culture publication. Little Village's event calendar connects readers with critical cultural opportunities. Through journalism, essays, and events, Little Village works to improve our community according to core values: affordability and access, economic and labor justice, environmental sustainability, racial justice, gender equity, quality healthcare, quality education, and critical culture. Little Village can be found in print editions at local businesses in Iowa City, as well as online at littlevillagemag.com.
And you're listening to iHearIC Radio on KRUI. We're drawing to a close now. Man, I was going to say something right off the bat, and I already forgot what it was. Yeah. So the music you just heard was by Wombat. That was recorded Friday night, April 20th at the High Ground Cafe at one of our monthly concerts. One of our monthly concerts that we do every month. This is the 20th episode of our radio show, so we've been celebrating tonight with too many people on not enough microphones. Yay!
Yay! Congrats on 20 shows.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Were you here when the warehouse still existed?
I believe that closed like right before we moved here.
Okay.
But I know about it.
Yeah,
I've seen videos of the venue.
That was my first iHearIC experience.
Nice. Yeah.
Warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah. Gabi moved back to Iowa City recently. So she was on a couple iHearIC shows before I was organizing them, and now she's on them again.
Hooray! Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're almost done. It's time to plug things. What are you pointing at?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, let me just plug some stuff real quick. We have one more show on the spring 2018 iHearIC concert season. This will be May 5th at 2 p.m. This is going to be at Riverside Festival Stage in City Park. That's the park. It's just north of Hampshire, if you know that area. And the Riverside Festival Stage is the big wooden thing that looks like the Globe Theater, the Shakespeare thing, you know?
Can we wear costumes? Can it be Renaissance themed?
You can do absolutely whatever you want.
No, the whole ensemble. I'm not going to just...
Oh, you mean I have to do it too?
Yeah.
I don't know. And that will feature performances by poet Laura Fellman. Joshua Johnson from the High Water Mark will be performing a solo set. I don't know what he's going to play. He's done something different every time he's performed on our shows so far, so it could be totally out of nowhere. I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll be ending the show with a large ensemble performance of a Pauline Oliveros piece. And that will include me and Gabi and a lot of other people that aren't here right now. What else do I have to plug? Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., at the Opera Studio at the Voxman Music Building here on campus. That's on the bottom floor, right inside the main entrance. We'll be having a new music collaborative chamber recital. This was organized by Ken Gorder, a trumpet player who you've heard on our concert series before. And we'll be playing, he's playing a trumpet solo. I don't remember the composer's name. We're doing piano, harpsichord, celeste, bass, trumpet, and something else. Oh, I'm speaking on that piece by a composer named Kurtog, and then closing the show with Luis Andreessen's Workers Union.
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. We've practiced it a few times. Today it went really well, so I'm hoping tomorrow it'll be the best. And the next radio show will be 1 week from today, April 29th at 7 p.m. here on KRUI. I don't have anything planned, so we'll see what happens at that show. We have a website, iHearIC.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, all under the name iHearIC. I record every one of these radio shows, and I upload them as a podcast, which is available on iTunes and Google and Mixcloud. And in the description of those podcasts, I include a lot of links to artist websites and all that stuff, so you should check that out if you like the stuff you hear on the show, because you can get more of it that way. If you have music that you'd like us to hear, or you have shows coming up that you think we should go to, please reach out to us. The best way to do that is at ihearic@gmail.com. Even if you have nothing of value to say, we'd love to hear from you anyway. Please reach out to us. I like to talk to people that are strangers to me. Okay. Who else do we have plugging stuff tonight? Let's start with Michelle.
Okay, cool. Speaking of talking to strangers, I have a podcast. It's a comedy advice show based on listener-submitted questions, and the show is called We Are Rhonda. Can be found at weareronda.com. We're on Facebook, Twitter, the works.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be brief.
It's a good show. Sorry, I talked for a very long time. It's a good show. I've listened to every episode, and I like it, and I'm in some of them.
You're in the next one.
Okay, there we go. I've written in, and I've sent them voice clips
Oh, yeah,
to you.
because
So
we have a voicemail thing, and Justin has called in.
you can give that
Those
number out
messages.
on my show.
Oh, yeah. If you want to call us and leave a message or ask a question, it's 515-957-1796.
Mm-hmm. I know David's listened to the show, too.
Yeah, I started
he said he
listening after
enjoys it.
you were on the show 3 weeks ago.
After you, Michelle, were
wow.
on my show.
So
David
that
took over the
worked.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Justin recommended it to me once, and I looked at your website and thought, oh, this is for middle-aged women. I don't really
Well,
care.
It does seem like that. Maybe we should, change it up a bit.
It was a little misleading, but I think once I heard the clip, I decided to check it out, and I have
Awesome.
now subscribed.
There you go.
Wow, thank you so much. That's
Ashley,
really
you've
cool.
listened to it, too, right?
Yep.
What do you What do you think of it?
I think it's good. You should listen.
Okay, thank you
That's
for your
really
input.
good. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Great
everyone.
endorsement. All right. That's all that you want to plug right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's just go this way. Gabby, what do you have for us?
I don't think I have too many things coming up, but if you want to Google search me and listen to some of the weird noises I make,
Yeah.
I still want to play bassoon in a death metal band. And if you want to donate to the Drone, let me know.
I have to ask, is that a real...
No, it started out as an ongoing joke between like a friend, like a couple different friends, and then I was like, wait, this could actually be something I could make.
I really like the idea,
Yeah.
so that's why I wasn't sure if it was a joke or
I mean,
not.
can I get an Iowa Arts grant for that? I mean,
You can try, yeah.
yeah. Hey, all right. If you're listening, my proposal is for the Drone.
It's a drone that drones.
It's yes, yeah. It's also for military purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's GabiVanek. You should Google her or listen to her music.
I'm going to.
All right. Add
Good.
me on the Facebook.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
And David, what you got for me?
Yeah, I do have a small presence on Bandcamp. I'm a working professional, so it's not super active. I am featured on performances that Justin put out on his site, Justin K. Comer, the Omnidimensional Microphone, parts 1 and 2, with our friends Chris Emery and Roland Hart, are fantastic. That's Stella's brother.
Yeah. Roland Hart's sister, Stella Hart, is the Stella Hart that you've been hearing from on this radio program.
And we did have that home improvement suite.
Right, that we just released that on April 1st.
That was really solid.
I know a
That
few
was
people
really
that
good.
have played that for their families who
I
have
played
hated
it for my entire family on a road trip.
Yeah, me as well. And I do have my own Bandcamp page, David Clare. Not super active right now, but I am working on something pretty ambitious and pretty ridiculous. I hope to release in the next couple of months. So
Sweet.
if you like what you haven't heard, check it out.
Well, David's music is very prog influenced, so if you're into the keyboard work on like old Genesis music, Genesis the band, not the Sega console.
But Genesis, the band from the 70s, once they released Abacab. then
Right,
I-
not
Yeah.
older Genesis keyboard work.
It's kind of just whatever I feel like. I started working on a jazz fusion piece, kind of Return to Forever inspired, and stuff like that.
If you know the band Anglagard, I bet you'd be into it. Not that many people know of
It's
them.
pronounced
so.
Anglagard.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Swedish. Okay. Anything else you want to bring up while we're here?
No.
Okay. On to Joe Sorensen.
No shows booked right now. I need to. In theory, I'm putting on an EP called Where the Sidewalk Ends, another one called Stones from the River, and then an album called Color. Those need to all come out before May 20th, because May 20th is the 10th anniversary of my first album, A November Life, and I want to have those out within like the first 10-year span. So those will be out by May 20th. You can find them Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, joesorensenmusic.com, all that jazz. I'm pretty excited about the new stuff. So
Good. I've heard some of it, and I like it too.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you forgot how to spell Joe's last name, please start the episode over and listen to when I spelled it earlier. Is that all from you right now?
I think so.
Okay, on to Stella and Addison.
Great. Well, Boy Crazy will hopefully be playing at an upcoming iHearIC show. I know you take a break over the summer, right?
Right, we won't be doing any shows in June or July, but August, September, October, November, and December are currently open.
Excellent. So we'll start practicing. And then if you are going to be in Des Moines for the Iowa Bandmasters Association meeting in May. No, it's in April. I'm sorry. It's in April. I'm playing an all-women jazz ensemble. At one point we were called Jazz Bell, but now I think we're just called Iowa's all-female jazz ensemble. But it's a really cool group. It's all women. Some are educators, some are musicians from around the state, and then some, like me, have a day job that isn't related to music but still like to play. So it should be a good experience. That'll be like first thing in the morning at like 9 o'clock there in Des Moines. So if you're around, I believe it's open to the public.
Nice. And I believe Eva Anderson's playing in that? Right?
Yes, yes.
Local famous news anchor. Eva Anderson is also a part of that group.
What's the call letters for Channel 2? Is it?
I don't remember which station she's on. Sorry.
It's not KCRG.
It's KGAN? Is she on that one?
KGAN.
Okay.
KGAN.
Cool. Addison, do you have anything to add?
No.
Okay. Ashley, would you like to plug anything while we're here?
I'm good.
Okay.
You didn't want to say hi to your cats listening at home?
They're not, actually. They
you
opted not to listen to the show tonight.
Okay.
They are ingrateful children. Okay, so I think we are all out of stuff. You guys ready to all go home?
Yeah.
All right. Ready to shut this thing down?
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
And congrats again.
Yeah,
Happy
congratulations.
anniversary.
Thank
20
you all.
years.
Here's to 20 more.
Yep. All right, yep. Thank you all for coming in. I think this was a great 20th episode. And thank you all for listening out there. Next time I give you a phone number, please use it. Thank you.
Hey, this is Moby, and you're listening to KRUI, the Sound Alternative.
Keep listening to 89.7 FM, KRUI, Iowa City,